Other yellow hat guy here, back with another video. And what we want to talk about today are, just a couple of things real quick. I know I'm late on this video. I meant to make it a couple of days ago, if not several. But what ended up happening was this. I want to talk about a couple of YouTube channels that I came up with watching. Not came up with as in I designed them, but they influenced me wanting to make a channel and just being active on YouTube and have entertained me over the years. And they're not themselves anymore. What I mean by that is this. So first, let's get into it. Machinima. You might have seen Machinima early 2010s, maybe. They might have started sooner than that, but I think that's when I discovered them. They had a lot of animated or sprite-based content that I enjoyed. And they also partnered with several YouTubers to, kind of help them grow their channels. That being said, you guys are familiar with Defy Media. Sorry about that, I got a phone call. Familiar with Defy Media and that situation, how they had drama with channels like Smosh and, Game Theorists and things like that. There's allegations of, oh, they didn't pay us money and this, that, and the third. I'm not going to get into that in this video, but what I will say is what it's showing is in this day and age, you may not need to have a partnership with one of these, networks anymore. And I always wanted one of those because it seemed like if you were with one of these networks, you got a push. You were able to use copyrighted content, whatever you want to say it. And you didn't have to face a huge backlash and worry about losing monetization and things of that nature. So it was advantageous early on to be partnered with one of those channels because you didn't have to have great content, but if you had good enough content and they partnered with you, you were able to then build an audience and, go further. One of the artists that I look at, or I should say YouTubers I look at, SSOH PKC. He did a lot of Mario hacks and Let's Plays and, not a whole lot of editing or, huge production or anything of that nature, but he eventually did get a partnership with Machinima and to this day does not make videos, but still has over 1 million subscribers. And I'm like, man, that's the goal for me, right now trying to build this audience up, but if I could get to that stature, that would be great for me, for my channel, my fans, viewers, what have you. So Machinima is no more. They got bought out by, I think, Fullscreen. And a lot of things are happening behind the scenes that people may or may not be aware about. That is that a lot of these channels are being eaten up by other channels. It's kind of like when businesses buy out other businesses or merge and things like that. So that's what's going on. So if you go to Machinima's channel, there's nothing there. So that's heartbreaking for myself and other fans because if you liked shows like Mega Man Dies at the End or my favorite Sonic for Hire, love that channel or love that show. I go to that channel, I'm not sure it's still there. I haven't looked. Obviously those, or I shouldn't say obviously, but those shows aren't new anymore. But, every now and then I like to go back and rewatch some of the episodes, but I don't know if that content is there. If you had content there, I don't know if your stuff is still visible. Hopefully people downloaded and backed up their stuff and maybe got a warning, but it seemed like it came out of nowhere that Machinima was gone. So they will be missed, but they weren't making content, as far as I know, that was new. Nothing that I was checking for anyway. Now the other channel, ScrewAttack, was making content regularly. Now ScrewAttack is a little bit different. ScrewAttack, they decided to go in a different direction where they were focused on Death Battle and other content. And Craig, who started that channel, him and some others, they went over, well, not the guys who originally started, but Craig and some other content creators from ScrewAttack went over and formed Game Attack. Not quite the same, but they tried to keep in the spirit of doing some Let's Plays and things like that they were doing towards the end of his time at ScrewAttack. So I wasn't sure if he really legit sold ScrewAttack or this was just a play on trying to get a second channel growing. I'm not sure what was going on, but people would come regularly for Death Battle. But I miss Hard News. I miss, the Side Scrollers podcast. All those things, it was like this was a haven for gamers. You could be a G1 or whatever, and I had my membership there where I was trying to grow this channel there. Angry Video Game Nerd started there. I may have post some pictures where I met some of these guys at MagFest one year. Fun fact, I'm reaching over here to show you one of my valued possessions is this Power Glove, and you may not be able to see it, but there it is, signed by Angry Video Game Nerd, Kyle Justin, Pat Contry. Now those aren't ScrewAttack people. Angry Video Game Nerd was, but you've got the middle finger signed by Craig, Stuttering Craig. So, had some memories there with that channel and with those guys, and I'll put this back later. But yeah, Chad, Pro Jared, a lot of those guys, were on ScrewAttack, and some formed their own channels and have, gotten bigger and what have you. So I'll still always remember ScrewAttack for that. The top tens, I could sit here and reminisce for an hour or so on why that channel was important for, gamers and just YouTube, period. But I'll spare you all that. So what do you guys think? Did you like any of these channels? Is this happening to other networks or other channels that you watch? Let me know in the comments. Like, comment, subscribe. If you made it to the end of this video, I want you to type the word power. There you go, power. I couldn't think of a word. Type the word power in the comments and I'll know that you've seen this. There may be a prize, maybe a no prize. You never know what I'm going to do with this channel. So until then, I'll see you guys in the next video.